the 12th pharaoh of the Egyptian Empire, Anakaris is the mummy character from the Darkstalkers games. He made his return to the land of the living in a quest to protect his people and to offer salvation. He has Mummy Drop and Coffin Fall, and according to Jules' Marvel 2 tier list, he is currently ranked behind Guile in C tier. But even with his placement in the tier list, what is it that makes Anakaris a menace to deal with? To understand this question, we need to watch today's episode of Dad and Kids Play 1. What's good, everybody? I'm Dad from Dad and Kids Play 1, and this is Anakaris move list from Marvel vs. Capcom 2. We're going to go over all Anakaris moves and discuss tips and strategies to help you learn to play the character better. Also, if you like these type of videos, then consider giving it a like and maybe a subscribe. Thanks. Before we cover the special moves, first let us take a look at the basic attacks. Okay, starting off this list is the Mummy Drop. This is Anakaris' command grab. To do this attack, do a quarter circle forward and press any punch button. The punch button press determines the distance of the move, with a light punch version having the shortest range. The Mummy Drop should be used for blocking opponents since they can't guard against a grab move. Also, it is important to learn the distance and range of this attack. If you're too far away from the enemy while doing a light punch Mummy Drop, you're going to miss. If you're too close, the Fierce Punch Mummy Drop will go far and past them. This attack can be done in mid-air. This move kinda reminds me of Iceman's Ice Avalanche. To do the Coffin Fall, press down twice plus any punch button or kick button. Anakaris will summon a coffin to fall on the opposition. The attack button that's pressed determines the distance and range of the attack. Light Punch has the closest range, so use that one when the enemy is in your face. Fierce Punch is still close range, but not as close as the Light Punch variation. Now the Light Kick version is a bit further away, and you can say that this Coffin Fall is around mid-screen range. And finally, the Fierce Kick version is almost full screen range. While the Coffin Fall is not a combo-oriented attack, it can definitely cause havoc and chaos when doing it at the right time. This attack can be performed in mid-air. The Cobra Blow is an extended high attack. To do the move, press back forward plus any punch button. So, this move has range, but it's not full screen. You need to be at least 3 Anakaris characters away so the move can connect. The Cobra Blow is a long range attack, but it should be used as a combo finisher. As a standalone attack, the cons definitely outweighs the benefits. You can get nailed before the attack even finishes. Also, it is stated that the snakehead doesn't have high priority, so most likely you'll be trading hits with opponents. So that's the reason it should be using combos. The Royal Curse is a move where Anakaris appears to cast out whirling spirits from his mouth. Note that this move can only be done in midair. To do the attack, do a quarter circle forward plus any kick button while in midair. Anakaris will spit out spirits that will fly down at an angle. If it connects, it turns the enemy into an imp-like being. While in this state, the enemy cannot attack nor can it defend. They can move somewhat, and they take greater damage while in this form. From my understanding, this move is an overhead attack and should be done when catching the opponent who has been left wide open. The Royal Curse can only be done once from a normal jump, and can be done consistently while super jumping. To air dash, tap forward twice or both punches while in midair. Anakaris has no normal throws. Press back and light kick to execute an overhead axe kick. Press back or forward while pressing fierce kick to do a floating kick. To do a pyramid drop, press down or down forward while in midair. Anakaris has one launcher in the game. To do the launcher, press down and fierce punch for a pop-up. Anakaris' launcher is extremely slow. You can do Anakaris Taunt by pressing the select button. Alternatively, hold a light kick and press start if you're playing the Dreamcast version. The first super move I like to cover is called the Pharaoh Cobra Blow. To do the move, press back then forward plus any attack button. So, this move is a hyper version of the Cobra Blow. The different buttons control the height of each attack. For an example, light punch and fierce punch will do high to mid range, while light kick and fierce kick will do low attacks. But honestly, I don't think too much about what buttons I'm going to press, since I press them all together. And like most Anakaris moves, it can be done in midair. This hyper is based on the Coffin Fall attack. Anakaris will summon a series of coffins to attack the enemy. To do the hyper Coffin Fall, tap down twice plus both punches. This attack is very chaotic since 7 coffins will fall from the sky very fast. Also, it's possible to hit the opponent with all 7 if you catch them at the right time. The good news about this hyper is that it's one of the most damaging hypers in the game. The bad news is that you can see it coming a mile away, and it's really hard to score all 7 hits. This hyper is based on the Royal Curse move for the most part. To do the attack, tap Fierce Kick, Light Punch, down, Light Kick, then Horror Punch. Anakaris will summon the Whirling Spirits. If it connects, he will hit the opponent twice more with spirits before finally dropping a very large coffin on them. Honestly, the command input for this hyper is a pain in my opinion, but I like the way it looks. Especially the large coffin that drop at the end of it. This move does around 40% damage, and I kind of see it as a show-off move. So yeah, the Pharaoh magic can be done in mid-air. Okay. This hyper is called the Pharaoh Illusion. This is the move where Anakaris grows really large to ragdoll the enemy. To do the attack, tap Light Punch, forward, Light Kick, then Fierce Punch. Once the move has been initiated, you can then press any attack button to follow through with the move. Light Punch and Light Kick control the right hand, while Fierce Punch and Fierce Kick control the left one. Now, one thing that I've learned about this attack, we have to pay attention to which way the enemy is facing. If the opponent is facing to the left, we need to start the attack with Fierce Kick and then Light Punch and then Light Kick. If the enemy is facing to the right, we need to start the attack with Light Kick, then Light Punch into Fierce Punch. One last thing, make sure you do not mash on the buttons and press them as precisely as possible. If you button mash, you will drop the enemy and it will be a wasted meter. Here's what to expect when you use Anakaris as an assist character. Anakaris Alpha Assist will use a Fierce Punch Cobra Blow. His Beta Assist will use a Fierce Punch Mommy Drop. And his Gamma Assist will perform a Fierce Punch Coffin Fall. Overall, Anakaris is very challenging to play with. He has long reaching normals and overall range, but most of his attacks are slow. Not to mention that it is stated he has the slowest walk speed in the game. Another thing to keep in mind is the fact that he doesn't have any normal throws, nor can he air throw. With me saying all this, it's not a personal attack on the character, but he has many disadvantages in comparison to the other fighters. So, it is a very uphill battle while playing with him, and that hill is very steep. But if you master him, you will understand that Anakaris can be anywhere at the same time. So here's what I mean with that statement. Anakaris cannot throw in a conventional means, but he can still throw with the mummy drop. With this command grab, it's possible to throw opponents from anywhere on the screen. Use the Royal Curse in tandem with the air dash. Also, always use a hyper after catching the enemy with the Royal Curse. Don't forget to shake things up a bit with the Coffin Fall and master his range. Anakaris can keep opponents trapped in the imp forms infinitely with the help from assists. Whenever using Anakaris as an assist, make sure to use the beta one, which is the Fierce Punch Mummy drop. Well, that's it for this week's installment. And like I said before, please let me know in the comment section who you would like to see me cover next in the Marvel and Capcom series. I'm Dad Mishima from Dad and Kids Play 1. Hope you all have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next game. Peace out.